Hello everyone, this is Mishkat, your educator, your communicator, your strong advocate for using language to solve workplace problems. You haven't asked me yet why language, because it is available to everyone. You already have it, so why not use it? Let's get started on our today's topic. Today we are going to talk about that one colleague. When you see him coming through the hallway, you say to yourself, oh my God, not again. I have no energy for that. Why? Because this particular colleague spread negativity. He is or she is the pessimist of the workplace. How to deal with that? There are three situations in which you will encounter the pessimist. The one that even when you tell him or her, today is a nice day, but they'll say, oh, but it's going to rain soon. Your situation would differ depending on the professional relationship that you have with that particular colleague. Is he a colleague? Is he a team member and you are the team leader? Is he or she a supervisee and you are the supervisor? So let's examine each situation depending on your position in it. Starting with the colleague, probably you might say to yourself, that's the easiest one. Honestly, each position has its difficulties, its advantages and disadvantages. When your colleague is pessimistic and their aim is to drain your energy, engage you in a situation where everything is wrong, where everything, is falling apart. You need to distance yourself. You need to disengage from that particular conversation. Why disengage? Because the pessimist is feeding off your energy. And they want, to vent, to let it out, to share their opinions and frustrations. They already know that people are trying to avoid them. Probably they heard, what people are saying about them. So they kind of go around the workplace and see which one is available, which one will lend them an ear to vent, to let their frustration out. If your strategy is just to avoid him or her, then they are going to come after you stronger. They know who's trying to avoid them. They know that there is this person whom they haven't get some energy out of them. So they're gonna go after you. The best way to deal with it is to disengage. So even when they are talking to you, don't listen. Keep working on your desk, on your assignment, and then say, what did you say? I wasn't listening. You see, even when they repeat themselves again, oh, what did you say again? I wasn't listening. That will get them to kind of go somewhere else or gather their losses, so to speak, and go bother somebody else. But the best strategy for you is to disengage. Some expert will tell you to avoid. In my experience, the more you avoid, the more they come after you, because they know again that there is this one person that they haven't, used to vent their frustration. Also, you cannot avoid forever. You see, that's the kind of the con of the avoiding strategy. You cannot avoid forever. By the end of the day, it's a workplace and, they will come and you have to be prepared with a strategy. So the first strategy is to disengage. Don't try to rebut. That's the other thing. If you try to rebut and you try to encounter, that's what they want. They want you to engage with them. So they'll keep finding fault with your argument, and you are going to feel worse because you will feel that your energy has been drained. And that's why people don't like the pessimist of the workplace. Anything else you can do? Definitely. Humor. You know, you don't fight fire with fire. You fight fire with water. So make a joke out of it. I'm not telling you to be disrespectful to your colleague. Even though she is a pessimist, doesn't mean that we need to disrespect them. But you know, you can make a joke out of it. You can make the situation funny, silly, whatever you like to do. So encounter with a laughter, encounter with a joy, encounter with something fun. And again, this technique will get the pessimist to leave you alone, because they want to drain your energy out. They want to suck, so to speak, all of your energy so as they can feed off of it. If you encounter with laughter, then they didn't get what they want. By the way, some experts are calling them the vampire of the workplace. It's a funny name, I know, because they drain everybody's energy. So to encounter, don't allow them to drain your energy out. Keep your energy for yourself. If they say something like, oh, they're gonna fire us all, you just make a laugh out of it, and oh, you know what? I'm gonna fry potatoes and sell it. So what? I'm going to, paint my house. So what? I'm happy either way. And then they will maybe encounter with another thing, and you keep repeating the same statement or similar statement. This way, they know that you are not letting them feed off your energy. So disengage and encounter with laughter. This is when the pessimist is your colleague. If the pessimist is a team member, so you are the team lead and the pessimist is a member of your team, the danger here is negativity will spread. If you allow the pessimist to take over, other team members will listen to them, maybe they have fears of their own, insecurities of their own. So the more you give the pessimist a chance to speak or elaborate, you are allowing him or her to scare off other team members. Some expert will tell you to engage team members, to kind of bring it up as a team issue. You can definitely do that, but you have to be prepared that maybe other team members will side with the pessimist. Maybe they have fears of their own. Probably not to the same extent, but these fears and these insecurities, they do exist. Best way, in my opinion, to deal with this situation is to diffuse. You see, don't allow the pessimist to spread negativity. After all, this is what you want. You don't want to engage the entire team over a conversation that is already spreading negativity. You want to diffuse it. When the pessimist will say, oh, the project will fail, so what? At least we tried. So what? The management will see we are trying. Let's move on. You see, you don't need to elaborate. You don't need to engage. Again, the overall strategy is to disengage. That's the overall strategy. That's kind of the to-go to. You can utilize it differently depending on, the situation or the relationship between you and the pessimist. Don't let him or her take over. Don't allow them to elaborate. One technique that I found a little bit unuseful, when you ask the pessimist, can you tell me why? Of course they can tell you why. It's their chance to elaborate, to feed off everybody's energy. They want a chance to hold on to the microphone and spread negativity. And again, it depends on your team members. Maybe some of them have their fears and concerns, so don't allow them that opportunity. Plus, when you ask the pessimist to elaborate, time will be wasted, and time is money. You are wasting the team's time to listen to someone who's only telling them that they are going to fail and it's not successful and there is this and that. So you are allowing, in a way, negativity to fester. All you need to do is to diffuse it. That's the best solution here. It's not going to work? So what? We'll try something else. You see, simple but powerful. And that's the beauty of using language. You don't need to get, tense. You don't need to make an issue out of it. All you need to do is to diffuse. Now let's move on to the other part, when the pessimist is your supervisee. This is challenging, believe me. It's challenging because you have to deal with that particular person in close contact. So basically you might call him or her to your office, you might have a discussion of sorts, and in a way or another, depending on your leadership style, you have to listen to this conversation. And you will be saying to yourself, oh my God, I have to talk to this person, he's going to drain my energy. Prepare yourself. So preparation is key. Set a time for the conversation. If you just call someone to your office without setting a time, the conversation will elongate. Set a time and tell the person straightforward, we have 15 minutes for this conversation, no more. In the conversation, try to be straightforward. This is X, this is Y, and that's where we need to do. And that's it. When the pessimists come up with an excuse, that's okay, I want you to try. You see, that's okay, I want you to try. I am not, being mean or bossy or try to combat the situation. All I'm doing, again, is to disengage and diffuse in an effective way, in a way that will not lead to draining my energy, and that's my objective here. The other thing that you can do as a supervisor is to examine the root causes of the pessimist or of being pessimist at the workplace. Oftentimes, it means that the person cannot do the assignment. And that's why they are acting this way. Now, if you come to this stage, if you discover this, most supervisors will tend to give the pessimist something she can do. And usually that thing is less than what everybody else is doing. There is a danger in that. You are rewarding a negative attitude. So next time when someone wants to be, taken off the hook, they are going to act as a pessimist, and you are going to give them something less. And guess what? The person who's working hard in your team, who's giving it their best, is taking the load. So be careful here. I wouldn't give them a less of a job. I would give them the entire assignment just like everyone else and remind them of it. Everyone else is doing the same assignment. So I'm trusting you with this assignment. Do you need training? Do you need mentoring? And it's available to everyone else. So I'm just asking, like I ask everyone else, do you need some training? You see, put everybody on the same starting line, regardless of what they can do and what they cannot do. Keep in mind, if you give the pessimist a kind of a less of an assignment, they are going to brag about it. And you don't want that kind of negativity to spread out in your team. So your objective is just to keep up your energy. It's not to please the pessimist, so to speak, by giving him or her a less of an assignment. I hope you find these tips and strategies helpful to you. If so, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and help it grow. Share the video with someone who is looking to deal with a pessimist at their workplace. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, keep using language to solve your workplace problem. See you in the next video.